Welcome to the Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and standing at 6'8", small forward, number 14, fighting for freedom wherever there's trouble, but he's one of the baddest hoopsters there is, Big Lob. Welcome to the Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and yeah, man, it is time to play some basketball. It's time to hoop it up because we finally, folks, get Big Lob or Bradley Big Lob Saunders here in T's Multiverse. This is such a huge deal for me, folks. Another part of me is basketball. I love basketball. I play basketball. This guy here is just like, this is it for me, man. It's the best of both worlds. G.I. Joe basketball all combined. I never thought that we would get this figure. There was never one made back in the day. As I was watching, G.I. Joe, the cartoon, the movie, man, I'm like, man, will we get a Big Lob? Lo and behold, they wind up revealing them. So I'm just elated, folks, because again, man, this guy here, not only is a G.I. Joe, but he plays basketball. He's into the sports and everything. So I love this character. He's one of the highlights of the movie, of the G.I. Joe movie for me. Within all of my excitement and everything, I want to share with you all this here. Months ago, I purchased from Ollie's this starting lineups basketball hoop. And I bought it because I bought two of them because I was like, okay, I want to use one with Michael Jordan figure. Whenever I do get a Michael Jordan figure, who was the greatest player of all time, basketball player of all time. All right, if you didn't know that. All right, so don't have a Michael Jordan figure yet. I'm working on getting one. But now I'm happy that I did this because I'm going to place this with Big Lob, and I have an extra one, so I can use one MJ, one with Big Lob, or I can just use both on one hoop. Big Lob versus MJ. We'll see how that go. But this is honestly now this is a 2-pack. This is a set. So really excited that I got my basketball hoop. I purchased this from Ollie's months ago, man, and this was $3.99. Let's take out the price. $3.99, folks. So this is a big deal for me. All right, so I got starting lineups, basketball hoop, and I get Big Lob here, man. So this is really cool. But again, man, extremely excited for this guy here. As you can see here through our display window, we got Big Lob here standing tall at 6'8". We got all the accessories and everything. We got him palming the basketball. That's what we all wanted to do while playing basketball and everything. And as you can see here on the side, he is number 189. And again, we got Big Lob. Here he's doing the stance with the palming the basketball, looking all serious, ready to drop big points on his opponent. And then we got here Big Lob making a mad dash in the middle battle, man. This looks so cool. Explosives everywhere. He's making the mad dash. He's doing the pose. And as you can see, folks, in the midst of all of this, check this out. Look at this tease here. We have G.I. Joe headquarters. Is that something that's to come in 2026? I think so. I've been waiting for them to do a G.I. Joe headquarters HasLab, and with all the Joes we've been getting, that has to be coming. So it's time to hoop it up with Big Lob this episode, folks. Shout out to G.I. Joe, Lenny, and the whole crew, man. They're doing an excellent job with the figures and all the reveals. But I'm going to stop babbling. All right, so let's get this guy out the package. Big Lob, he crosses over to the left, crosses over to the right. He spins, and he leaps towards the hoop. And now, let's get this guy out of the package, all right? Let's go. All right, folks, I got everything out of the packaging. As you can see, folks, yes, I have Big Lob, I have his accessories, but I have assembled the starting lineup basketball hoop, man, and this thing looks awesome, man. I didn't know that it looked this good. Extremely impressed with this right here. I'm really happy that I got this, man, because I can place this with my Big Lob. And as I said at the top of the video, this works as a set. So, you got the Big Lob and you got a basketball hoop. And just want to show you, how it looks all the way around. All right, so got that. And as you can see, the backboard, the hoop. Hasbro had that whole starting lineup wave of figures that just didn't take off. And I feel like it didn't because they were using the modern players, and I felt like they needed to use more classic players, like the Michael Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, the Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. I think it would have took off if they used those players. And I know the figure, I was told that those figures, the figures weren't that good. Either way, man, hopefully they can make a comeback with more classic characters or more classic figures. That's just my two cents in it. Included also with the starting lineup hoop was a basketball swishing through the net. So you got Big Lob. He'll be hitting some big time shots as he's practicing or whatever. And then we have, I guess, this right here that's supposed to peg into the hand of the starting lineup player, which I don't know how we'll have to do that. I don't know how that'll work. We do have Big Lob palming the basketball, but the set was also packaged with a display stand to attach your figure to. All right, so as they're shooting or leaping to do some spectacular moves, or whether layups or dunks or whatever, you can pose your player around the hoop in various ways. All right, so we got that. So now that I've talked about the start. Oh yeah, I want to do a little cameo. I don't have a Michael Jordan figure, but I do have a Michael Jordan Funko Pop. All right, so MJ has entered the building. He's gonna make a quick cameo. All right, so we got MJ Funko Pop MJ here, NT's Multiverse. You know what, folks? I do have something Michael Jordan wise that I can place here in the background, and I bought this years ago, man. This little figurine here, man. I think this was from starting lineups. I want to say, man, but I've had this for years, folks. So I actually do have a Michael Jordan figure. It's like a figurine. So we're gonna place this here to the side. All right. So we're gonna place MJ. So we do have an MJ sighting here. But yeah, man, let's get to Big Lob. Because I know Big Lob's like, man, what's up, man? This is my video. All right, so as you can see, folks, Big Lob is featured with various accessories. This is G.I. Joe Classified's calling card, giving us all types of accessories to build our character, our figure, and to add to this wonderful world of G.I. Joe Classified. This is what I use as he's looking to shoot the ball. All right, so this is pretty cool. Up next, we have him palming the ball. All right, so we got Big Lob showing his palming the ball skills as he's getting ready to dunk the ball, or he's just holding the ball above his opponent's head. So this is pretty cool. All right, and then we have more of a, I want to say this is more of a grenade gun here, which looks pretty cool. All right, decked out in all black here, and we do have a little peg for a blast effect. All right, so we got that. Then we have yet another rifle type of a gun for Big Lob here. I'm not a super gun expert, but this looks more laser. This looks more like G.I. Joe animated series, more of a laser gun than your traditional rifle or whatnot. All right, and we do have a peg here for blast effects, and we do have a magazine here for our rifle gun. So you just place that here, and then it's complete. All right, so we do have this for Big Lob. So he's packed with various accessories, man. And then we have yet another accessory here with his pistol. All right, so you would just house his pistol here. All right, so we got that. And then up next we have his Rambo machete. All right, so Big Lob has a Rambo machete decked out in all silver. We have the little black handle here, so it's really good. And that will be housed right here. All right, so we got that. And it's with his grenade launcher pistol, a gun. I know I'm giving this the wrong name. You can house that here, which I think is just the most coolest thing they could have thought of. All right, it really adds personality to this character to see that he has the little grenade launcher gun pistol here housed in the back. He has the Rambo machete. He has the pistol, and he has this other more blaster gun type that he has to utilize against Cobra. And last but not least, we have this grenade here, and this is pretty much a wink to G.I. Joe the movie, where Big Lob utilized this grenade to throw inside this turret, this weapon turret that exploded because they were in training. Beachhead had both he and his comrades in training, and he utilized this grenade to destroy a series of turrets that was blasting at him or whatnot. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's it, folks. So he is packaged with various accessories that really play up to or add to his personality. And as you can take a closer look at Big Lob, he does have multiple grenades strapped across his utility vest here. He does have this little communication device as well. He has the little utility belt here decked out, and it's kind of like a dark gray or light grayish color. He has, of course, he has the pistol. He has the machete here. He has, of course, the green military. One of the biggest features for me when they revealed this figure is the fact that they gave him these basketball sneakers. And these basketball sneakers are pretty much a wink to the Air Jordan #1 sneaker. You know, the designs and everything really harken back to the original Michael Jordan sneakers from back in the day. But they also added the little G.I. Joe logo here as well. So that's pretty cool. So I like that. Here, as you can see, he has this blue wristband on this arm, and on the other, he has a white. Now, while lifting this utility vest, you can see he's rocking the number 14 jersey here. He has, which has G.I. Joe. And then there's a basketball logo here on the left side. All right. This is pretty cool, man. So you can remove this vest, I'm guessing. I don't think, I mean, you could take this off. All right, so this can be removed easily, and then you can see the rest of his little jersey here. Saunders, number 14. He has a peg in the back for the backpack. You see the pouches here that he has in the belt. All right, he has like a nice little long wingspan as a basketball player. He stands at 6'8", so he pretty much has like maybe a 7'1" wingspan as a basketball player. Really cool, very accurate, very cool. And it said that this is a brand new body mold, man, that they're utilizing for this G.I. Joe classified figure. It's the tallest figure that they've created to this date. Now I know, of course, you have your Nemesis and Mortals that are the bigger, but in terms of like the regular human characters, I think he's the tallest. But I really like the nice lean body that they're giving us with this Big Lob. Really cool character all the way through, man. The accessories really hit home with him. In terms of articulation, he does have this big old ab crunch area here, so he can go all the way down like that. He can go all the way around in terms of the waist. He does have the bicep swivel. All right, double jointed knees and elbows here. Elbows, no articulation there. As you can see, he can do the T, with ease. All right, no problem. He can do the splits. All right, he can do the Van Dam. All right, and then he has nice thigh swivel. All right, and he also has the double joint. This gets looser right here, and I think I lost my pistol, and I lost my pistol. All right, but he does have nice thigh swivel. He does have double joint knees. Goes all the way back to like this. Nice articulation in the foot area. All right, so really cool articulation all the way around. Head goes all the way around. Go up and down. All right. So we have the standard G.I. Joe articulation. Overall, what an excellent figure, folks. I mean, excellent accessories. Bad figure. And I mean Michael Jackson bad. As you can see, I got my main man, Big Lob, popping the basketball. This is just a fun figure to have. Really happy that we're finally able to complete that team that we had in that G.I. Joe movie, of awesome new characters that we were given. But for me, Big Lob stood out. And I'm really happy that we finally get the character for me that speaks to my heart, man. Because again, man, he's a Joe, and he also loves sports and basketball, man. So this is awesome, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun, posing this guy around the basketball hoop along with the other GI Joes from his team and everything. And once I do get an actual Michael Jordan figure, as opposed to this one here, this is due right now. This is gonna be cool because I have him and MJ going one-on-one. That's gonna make for some really good photos in the future, man. So folks, this is cool for me. I can go on and on, but you know what? Let's compare him to some of our other Joes within my collection. All right, so let's get to it. All right, folks, the wait is over. I have officially assembled that new G.I. Joe recruited team from the 87 film. Man, this has been a long time coming, but it's here. This looks really awesome, folks. From left to right, we got Jinx. Then we have Falcon. Then, of course, we got my main man, Big Lob. Then we have his good buddy, Tunnel Rat. Then up next, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, Chuckles. And last but not least, we have Law and Order. I added a little explosive device too, as a wink to the film from when Law and Order had to go fetch the explosive device. So it's pretty cool. And there's no way that we could not feature Big Lob and the rest of the new recruits, Drill Sergeant, in the retro carded Beachhead, which is yet another favorite of mine within this entire G.I. Joe Classified collection. So many, folks. All right, let's get on to the next. And here alongside Big Lob is yet another one of those newly created characters for that 87 G.I. Joe movie in Mercer, who happened to be a former Cobra Viper, now turned Joe. The other thing about Mercer is that he is a part of Sergeant Slaughter's Renegade team. Now, the rest of that team was on display at New York Toy Fair, so those pre-orders should be coming up very soon, folks. And that 2-pack, man, is just awesome. The 2-pack includes Red Dog and Taurus. So I look forward to pairing Mercer up with the rest of that Renegade team, man, because they look awesome and they were cool and they were awesome in that movie. And that 2-pack is just something to see, man. Up next, Cobra Lod's coming your way in the form of some incredible San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, starting with Nemesis Immortal. Up next, we have Pythona. And last but certainly not least, we have Once a Man Cobra Commander. Let's get on to the next. And to round out our comparisons, I have yet another phenomenal figure within my G.I. Joe collection, and that is none other than Doc Samson, who played a huge role in that 87 film because he helped tend to an injured Duke. And that's all I'm going to say, but yeah, he played a huge role, man, and I appreciate him for saving my main man. I got to stop, y'all, because if you hadn't seen this movie, I'm going to spoil it. And not only do I have the G.I. Joe Classified Big Lob, but I have Little Lob as well. Now, this is the Super 7 Reaction 3-inch figure. I was going to open this guy up, but I decided to keep him on card, and I have him on my shelf in the living room, and I almost forgot to add him to this video. But yeah, man, we got Big Lob here, and here's him up close. All right, and you got the little image here, and on the back, we got a Spire card and the rest of the reaction figures. All right. So yeah, we got Big Lob and we got Little Lob. Now, what I do want to add about this Big Lob figure, folks, is that this thing is very loose. So it definitely wants to come off. It's not as tight on the figure as that needs to be, or as I would like it to be. And then he also has his sheath or his holster for his pistol. That comes off easily as well. As you can see, I don't have it on him right now. So just be mindful. The holster for his pistol is easy to slip off. And this piece here is a bit loosey goosey. I will say it's loosey goosey. All right, so it's a bit loose. But other than that, man, this figure is so much fun, y'all. All right, let's get on to the next. All right, folks, that is a wrap. The shot clock has hit 0, and it is game over. And again, man, yet another phenomenal figure from G.I. Joe Classified, man. This figure is just so much fun. It's been a long time coming, but I guess it's one of those things where they say good things comes to those who wait, because they created a yet another, just a fun, awesome figure in this Big Lob, man. And again, it's just so cool to be able to form that team from that 87 movie. So that's going to be really interesting to put on my shelf finally around this basketball hoop. But this basketball hoop really plays into, this character. So I'm really happy that I got both starting lineup hoop as well as this Big Lob figure to put together. But again, man, so much fun. And again, it just speaks to, just how great, yet again, this line is and how far it's come from when it started to where we are right now. And this figure is truly, symbolic of just how, great this line is and how it continues to evolve and get better, even with the deeper cut characters that I don't know much about or that I've heard about, I've seen bits about. It just makes getting these characters that much more fun within this collection. But man, this Big Lob is hands down my most favorite already. All right, y'all, already my most favorite G.I. Joe Classified figure already this year. So unless I see something else, we'll see, folks. So you want to mark this down already. This is hands down one of my most favorite, period. And I'm really happy to have this guy. I'm going to have a lot of fun posing this guy around the basketball hoop and everything, as well as alongside some of the other G.I. Joe recruits. But I can go on and on, folks. I'm going to stop babbling. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this Big Lob figure? Is this something that you would like to get? Are you looking to get him? Are you on the fence? or you're just like, man, I don't care. This is a huge pass for me. I didn't care about the G.I. Joe movie. Also, let me know what you think about the G.I. Joe movie. Have you seen this 87 movie? What are your thoughts on it? Yeah, folks, be sure to share your comments below. Look forward to seeing what you all have to say about Big Lob, G.I. Joe, as well as all the other recruits and all the many, many figures that, man, G.I. Joe has put out and that is going to put out, especially what we've seen from New York Comic Con. Not New York Comic Con, but Toy Fair. But again, folks, I appreciate you all. Be sure to comment below. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? You know what it is. Like, share, and subscribe. And also, folks, I am on Instagram and Twitter, so if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And again, folks, I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. And again, man, I had a blast with this figure, and I hope you had fun watching this video. Be sure to comment below, like this video. Also, hype it, folks. But comment below. I want to see what you all have to say about this figure and about everything that's been going down, man. So much happening within the action figure community. So be sure to comment below. But I appreciate you all. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And you know what? It's time to play some basketball. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.